This current administration's getting beaten up because they don't hold enough press conference, that they're not accessible enough. Now, this is not my opinion. This is some of the things that we heard, that they don't communicate enough with members of the press. Do you want to respond to that? Or what would the Tobin administration be in terms of being able to communicate and correspond with the media?
First of all, I don't want to appear defensive, but I would like to point out that we have implemented where we are webcasting and podcasting, that you can go right on the internet and see all the meetings. We're just expanding that here within the next month to also include the municipal annex, where the Planning Commission meets and the HPC meets in their work sessions. So it's really a very transparent process. We've upgraded the Channel 99 cable that we have. Now, that aside, we again deal in personalities. I am very committed to press conferences. I anticipate press conferences.
But not every week, I hope.
No, I think maybe every 2 weeks. I've thought about it, and I have no problem with that at all. I think it's incumbent on the administration to get out and talk to people and get their issues out. And I do know that Mayor Holtzinger met privately with any reporter at any time, because I've seen them up in the office from the Frederick News Post, Gazette, so forth. So
I think it's more of a perception issue on his part than it is a reality.
Because they didn't come out every week and have a long, boring press conference.
Well, we've had Mayor Holtzinger on here, and he said, "Hey, look, I meet with him all the time, but."
Well, you can overdo a press conference, and you stand up there and you look stupid and talk about stupid stuff. And I'd like to know, let's bring up this other 50-pound gorilla, and that's the HPC and revision and stuff. I mean, this whole issue of Volton, this is just the latest one in the HPC saga from HDC. Do you think that the role of the HPC, we really can't change it because it's federal law and it's state law? So how do you fix the problem? You get different people in there?
Try to answer that in like 20 seconds so I can take a break.
Okay, very complex problem, but common sense first. Common sense. Also, you have to make sure the process works for the people that live in the district. There's a lot of frustration where they would rather go around the process than go through it. And I think the commissioners who are appointed need some background in professional training, either in engineering, architecture, or design, so that we get quality evaluations.
Well, that's part of the...
All right?
Yeah, well,
go ahead, finish talking.
Okay, that's part of the laws.
Right.
But, I mean, you want people who live there, people who have to...
They should live in the district or the city.
Because the federal law says you have to have an architect and a blah, blah, blah.
Well, but all of them are not, Anita.
I know.
Let's thank NZ Kramer and Son Flamingo Pool Supply, Rosemont Home. Good afternoon, Frederick. Welcome back to the Blaine Young Show. Candidate Ron Tobin for mayor, Republican primary. We're going to try to take some quick questions. Let's go to John. John, please ask your question. Be quick about it, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Tobin, I heard just the last sentence about you and the buyout, and I think that if you're running for mayor, you should give it back or not run, because I feel you took my money, and it's like finding my wallet, and you found it and saying, ha-ha, and you're keeping it, and then you want me to do you a favor.
All right, John, thanks, John. Go ahead. You want to respond? I'm going to try to get as many. Do you want to respond to that?
Sure. Thank you for your opinion. I appreciate your thoughts.
Gene, welcome to the program. Do you have a question? Gene,
hello.
Go ahead. Can you ask it quickly?
Yes. Do you intend to pay back the buyout, and do you intend to keep Kim Dines on as chief of police?
I can't speculate on any of those things. Thank you.
All right, Gary Brooks, do you got a comment question? I know the special...
It's real pleasure to hear somebody speaking about multiple things. He is very knowledgeable. I mean, too many times the candidates come in there with one thing on their mind, and obviously the last two callers are on the buyout thing, but it's just so many people need to know that there's a lot more to running a city than one or two items. And then I can tell you, Mr. Tobin sounds like he's very knowledgeable.
Thank you, Gary. I know the special's baby back ribs. Ron, you got 10 seconds to close.
Thank you very much for having me here, Blaine, Anita, and to the people of City of Frederick. Please look at my website, and we'll try to Twitter it and try to get you all the information of what's going on.
Address?
www.tobinformayor.com.
All right, Anita, thank you. Frank,
you're more than welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Tobin. Stay tuned.